Hello, so today I'm going to do another favourite record cover, and for me this is historical for me for doing the kind of artwork that I do, because this album is the one where it really started it all off. Now this isn't the first iteration I have of this album. The first iteration I have is of a CD, but I since bought this vinyl. And I got that from a record fair, and the actual in the book that I've got in here actually came with my CD, which I bought first hand. I thought it'd be easy to keep it in the vinyl, and I wanted to have the vinyl because of obviously the original. You get a better quality shot of the cover, and this cover is a montage of see if it is one of Winston Smith's. See cover art by Winston Smith, Jade Scotty, Fallout Productions, and DD back cover by Christopher Rankin. So this one's a bit of a collaboration, and I think you might see this little bit of it turn up later in the booklet. So you have here, I mean, this was all new and interesting. This part is definitely Winston Smith because that's turned up in one of his books. And this back here is when someone's done a painting of Chinese soldiers raising a Coke flag. So shows that's capitalism all over, really. So even though it's supposed to be a communist nation, but there you go. And this isn't even really an alternative. It's published by Alternative Records, but for some reason this came out on AIM Records. This is why with this you don't actually have the bat symbol on the on it, and this has nothing to do with the cover. This is pretty cool. It's brown vinyl. See, punk bands were quite fond of doing the different coloured vinyl. I think they were almost like among the pioneers of that. And unfortunately, my book has deteriorated a little over the years, which is a shame due to where it was stored. It's actually a great terrible shame this is falling apart. I may have to get another one of these at some point, because this was so important to me, and this is just broken now. So I have to repair this, or find a new sleeve for it. So this is advice to you: watch where you store your records. Anyway, so you have here this was used for the cover for the Halloween 12-inch single. I know that, and it was just full of these great lyric pages. So each song gets its own lyric page, and of collages based on those. Now this all here was used for the cover for the single of California Rebellious. And the funny thing about this, it's about the Governor Jerry Brown. Now in the 90s, Jello Biafra met said Governor Jerry Brown, and I don't know if before then he was actually aware of the song, and it was mentioned about it to him beforehand, just before they met. So, and while Biafra's had some issues with some of Brown's policies, he does actually agree with some of them later policies. So that's what happens when you grow as well. But all these great collages, Gage was just so inspirational to me, and yeah, and it's some of this is in itself is pretty crude compared to some stuff that these artists have also gone on to do and also done before and since. But it just works so well with this. So I really, it's really got me interested in doing this. Oh no, the cover isn't part of the Saturday Night Holocaust one. It's something different. This picture, I'm not sure if that's from Jonestown. And sometimes they're about, yeah, the lyrics are there. This part was that was actually maybe from California Rebellious. So, and this is a rare drawing by Winston Smith. He doesn't normally draw. do any drawings. He usually does collage. He can draw very well, as you can see, but he doesn't often do it, or he doesn't like to do. He doesn't like to show him do it. But this one works very well. And all this is good. This just like fired my brain. Again, this is one of Winston Smith's. So is this, I think. Yeah, this one's Winston Smith. It's actually called Bedtime for Democracy. For some reason, but that wasn't used for the cover for the Dead Kennedys album. Again, that was one of Winston's drawings. But this piece, this black and white, it's a black and white representation of a very crudely copied representation of one of his pieces, Force-Fed War. And this is just all pure punk rock. It's just a shame about the damage to the corner. So this was very, very influential to me. It's like I said, this is where everything began for me. And this is a record that came out after the band, a while after the band had broken up, on 1987. So maybe that that meeting with him and Jerry Brown happened before then. But I always understood it was in the 90s. But sometimes things information can get the wrong, get away from me. I'm probably gonna have to buy a new copy of this at some point. Although it's not actually on. Well, this wasn't on strictly on Alternative Tentacles anyway. But so insert booklet by Biafra and John Yates with assistance contribution. So Jello Biafra and John Yates put the thing together, and they just used some of Winston Smith's contributions, along with someone called John Greenway. He's someone, I think he was someone to do with like the creation of California Roadrunners. He might be one of the writers, actually. I don't know if it will say here. I don't know if it says who wrote what. Oh, it does actually. So California Roadrunners, words Jello Biafra and John Greenway. So yeah, so I think he was an old college friend of Biafra's. But as you can see, this is how I got into this. You'll be able to see some similarities between my style and especially some of my earlier stuff, and then I moved away and found more of my own voice. So a lot of my earlier stuff was more like this, but I found my own voice as I went on. I still reference back to this kind of stuff, and I still do stuff like it, but I go my own way now, and this is my roots, and I will always remember this and treasure it, even if I have let the record go to pot, the sleeve go to pot. But maybe that's another thing to get in for the future. So let me know what you think of this. Certainly check out as well as getting the record to listen to. Check out that because also it's great music. Check out the get it for the artwork as well. But it's one of these bands where it really was a perfect marriage between the music and the record cover. And as with Crass, you're going to see a lot of this band turn up in my favourite record covers for the reason of just they are my favourite record covers. So, and they are pretty much my favourite band. I have a tattoo of their logo on my leg. So let me know what you think of this. Check them out. Like, share, and comment about it. Please do comment about it and tell me what you think. And like, share, and subscribe. The description has my link tree, which is on my merch links on my socials. Find out about my Patreon there as well. Down at the bottom there should be a little thanks little icon you can click if you want to give a couple of dollars or more. That's absolutely fantastic. If not, like I said, just like, share, and subscribe. That helps me as well. So do all that and do any of that you want. And I shall speak to you soon. Thank you.